Alright guys, it is Friday again, and that means one thing. You get done watching 2 hours of SmackDown, and say what you want about SmackDown. I'm not saying it was great, I'm not even saying it was good, but SmackDown is at least watchable. It's at least watchable. And then you have to move on to an hour of the worst wrestling you will ever see on TV. AEW Rampage, which is essentially the B show of AEW. Their A show absolutely sucks, and their B show is just 10 times as worse. They always have like a couple of squash matches, a 6-man tag that nobody cares about, and then they've got a main event that they always try and hype up. But honestly, this main event wouldn't be worthy of main eventing at the local park, never mind on a, fucking TNT television primetime audience time slot. So let's go through the show. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. It was horrendous. I'm not going to sit here and give a big 20-minute review. It doesn't deserve it. So we'll just quickly basically go over the show and what happened. So we kick off with a 6-man tag match. It is the Blackpool Combat Club versus Sabian, Butcher and the Blade. Look, I don't ever think the Blackpool Combat Club was a big deal. It wasn't. But since Dean Moxley and since not Dean Moxley, whatever he's called, John Moxley, Dean Ambrose, since John Moxley lost the title and William Regal left, the stables went from being horrible to just completely non-existent. The Blackpool Combat Club, why is it even exist? Why is it even still there? The Blackpool Combat Club. The guy for Blackpool's gone. There's nothing Blackpool about them. It's literally just a bunch of guys thrown together that do not belong together. Is Daniel Bryan still even in the Blackpool Combat Club? I couldn't tell you. Why is John Moxley still hanging about with Cesaro and Wheeler Yuta? Wheeler Yuta, probably one of the worst guys on the AEW roster. I don't even like the other three. But you look at the other three, and at least they've got a bit of name value. This Wheeler Yuta guy can't talk, does nothing special in the ring, just another flip-flop and flying kind of guy. It made no sense that they included it. And when he originally debuted it, I actually thought he was a fan tailgating John Moxley to the ring through the crowd. I just don't see why Wheeler Yuta is in this. He hasn't improved being in it. I mean, look at Evolution. Evolution made Batista and Randy Orton into stars. That's the power that pairing those guys with Ric Flair and, Triple H had. But what has the Blackpool Combat Club done for, what's it done for Wheeler Yuta? Absolutely nothing. Anyway, the BCC win this match. It's just a 6-man tag matches. Everyone in AEW is the same. We then go on to Ricky Starks cuts a crap promo on Chris Jericho. Wasn't great. We then had the Impractical Jokers appear. They made fun of Chris Jericho for having a small bat. They had his bat, but they were insinuating he's a small dick. Ha ha ha! Very funny. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that if WWE did it, everyone would be going, oh, that was horrible, that was atrocious, that was really bad comedy. But AEW do it, and we're supposed to believe it's the greatest thing ever. It wasn't. The Jericho Appreciation Society, another horrible stable like the Blackpool Combat Club, end up putting through the Impractical Jokers through a table. Then we get Dustin Rhodes cut a promo on Swerve Strickland, talks about family, and talks about he doesn't fear Swerve's little, henchmen. And then he gets beat up, and we get it announced it's going to be Rhodes versus Swerve next week. Then we go to the second match of the night. It's Marina Shafir versus Ruby Soho. Shafir came out with the MMA gear on, wasn't wearing any boots, and got squashed. I mean, the match went a little bit longer than it probably should have, but I don't get this severe person, man. Are they going to amount to anything? I think they've wrestled a few times now on Rampage, but all they seem to do is lose to they lose to anybody, but they want you to believe that they're like a credible threat. There's nothing credible about them. Anyway, she loses to Ruby Soho, who's hardly been booked the best in the world, so when you lose to Soho, doesn't exactly put you in a great position. We then had Paige come out along with Toni Storm. Paige calls Ruby Soho baby girl, and then Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter come out, attack them, they brawl, and then Tony Schiavone shouts something. Apparently we're getting a three-way match with Ruby Soho next week. Didn't hear what he said because he shouted it and it didn't make any sense. They then got Jungle Boy Jack Perry and he squashed Dolph Ziggler's brother. I legit mean squashed. Beat him easy. Ryan Nemeth, 1, 2, 3, boom, sliced bread, it's all over. What was the point of this? Don't know. AEW Rampage happens every single week. Then we got a promo with Ortiz. He was cutting a promo on Eddie Kingston and he offers to fight him. Then we got a promo with one of the Briscoe brothers and this was fucking horrendous. This guy looks like an absolute junkie. I'm sorry his brother died, you know, that sucks, but I mean this guy is not... People would make you believe they're the best tag team of all time. Fuck me, they're not even in the top 50. These two absolutely suck, and now this guy's got this retarded looking face on him, man. He looks like he does a 9 to 5 job as a junkie. Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, smoking meth. That's what this guy does. Horrible. Horrible. No teeth left and making these stupid facial expressions. We them boys! We them boys! No, you fucking suck. You suck. You're right, you are boys, not men. Why would grown men want to call themselves boys? It makes no sense. The Hardy Boys, yeah, that was different. You know, they were young. They were appealing to a younger audience, you know. These guys are fucking like 40-year-old meth heads. Why are they calling themselves, we them boys, man, we them boys? What? Garbage. Then I don't know what, he was offered to join something, but who cares, he didn't join it. Then we move into the main event for the TBS title, TNT title, All Atlantic title. I got it, guys. There's too many meaningless titles. Even the world title doesn't mean jack shit on AEW, so why do they have all these like 527 lower card titles? It doesn't make any sense. Orange Cassidy beats Lee Moriarty, and again, of course he was going to win. Just another match. That's what I mean. This is the main event, right? This is for a title, and even this is pretty much a squash match. You know the outcome. I mean, you look at these 4 matches tonight. You knew 100%. There was no doubt in my mind who was going to win any of these matches. Not a single doubt. Probably the only doubt would have been Ruby Soho because she fucking sucks. You know, there you go. But how can you have 4 matches and you 100% know the outcome in every single one, man? It makes no sense. It's AEW Rampage every single week, man. It's squash matches where you know the winner. And then the couple of big matches that they do, I say big matches and I use the term loose bigly. These are about as big as Jericho's little bat. But honestly, the matches that are supposed to have like the star power, the matches are 100% predictable. Like tonight, they put the Blackpool Combat Club in the opening match. That's supposed to give you a big match feel to Rampage, but how can a match feel truly big when it's completely one-sided? It's like boxing, okay? You can have Tyson Fury, Joshua, whatever, right? You've got the champions, you've got the big stars of the division. Now, if they face someone that's a credible threat, then yes, it feels like a big fight. You know, it's a big fight, it's a big match, it's something you want to see. But if they're facing a no-hoper that's got no chance of winning, then it doesn't matter how good they are. It's just a one-sided fight. The fight's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. And I feel that's the way with AEW. Like Blackpool Combat Club versus Sabian Butcher on the Blade. You know that Blackpool Combat Club's winning, so who cares? Same with the title match. You know Orange Cassidy's winning. So again, who cares? It's garbage, man. They need to, and I don't know if it's because they build nobody up or I don't know why it is, but you just know who's winning in AEW, man. I couldn't even tell you the last time I seen a result on AEW and it shocked me. I couldn't tell you. At least WWE, they do surprise you from time to time. There'll be people that win and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting them to win, you know. But in AEW, like, it's so predictable every single week, especially Rampage. Dynamite's a little bit different, but on Rampage is like the most predictable matches of all time. And I mean, that doesn't help make the show any better. The show sucks bad enough with the way it is, never mind having all these predictable matches. So yeah, guys, I'm giving it a 0 out of 10, as I always do. Just not a very good show. Didn't enjoy it. Segments were garbage. The matches were garbage. Just nothing to enjoy, nothing to like, and therefore it's getting a 0 out of 10. So there you go. That's it, guys. That's my rating. Let me know what you think down below. I will catch you in the next one. I am getting sick of watching AEW. I'm not even joking. I mentioned a few weeks ago how I might stop watching AEW Rampage. I get AEW is like the third, no, well, not third, second biggest. Let's be real, it is the second biggest wrestling promotion going at the moment. Even just due to the TV deal it's got, the ratings it gets, the money it's got behind it, it is second to WWE. No doubt about that. So I feel like I have to at least watch it a little bit, but I don't see the point of watching Rampage. I might stop watching Rampage and start reviewing Impact Wrestling or something, or pick a new promotion or do something, because, yeah, watching Rampage is tough, man. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching Fog Wrestling. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.